What's up, my friends? This is TMX once again. Today I want to talk to you about Torrential Ties, the second set of MetaZoo coming out on August 15th. It's only like a week and a half away. And there's some things that the fans want, which the community wants, what I want, what the company wants, what the production is able to do. And I kind of want to bring it all together and see where we're at and if there's any gaps in between what we want and what we're getting. First set came out, a lot of people loved the card game. A lot of people didn't like it, but I think that the people who like the card game are playing it actively. So the card game was well received for those who do play it. The art was mixed. People wanted more traditional art. I've been a fan of art for over 30 years. I've been an artist for over 30 years. I like the 3D art. I remember older vintage Pokemon doing 3D art. I don't like doing 3D art myself, but hey, I get it. It's also new school. It's to kind of blend in with the rest of the TCGs that are out there, so you don't have a huge mix from Wakana, Dragon Ball Z, Digimon, even Pokemon now with high 3D artwork, and then seeing something that is like watercolor that is very different, and the contrast is way too big to make the comparison that is a normalized new game. So we are getting more traditional art in Torrential Tides, which is a big plus for a lot of people. I think the artwork is a big step up. I think they really found their groove. I think this should be the art style moving forward. We did get some spoilers for the next set, the Dark set, and again, it's going more traditional, more towards what we are used to as far as Nightfall set and other Dark sets and other sets of MetaZoo that was well loved. Card game is moving up as far as is evolving in a positive way. We have the water being introduced. We have cards that are changing the meta. We have cards that are really strong. We have all the in the bottle cards are really strong and should be integrated really smoothly into the game. As far as there's one for every color and they're all very powerful. So when the dark sets come out, I guess it's going to be darkness in the bottle, which would be just amazing to say. But darkness in the bottle will probably benefit the dark set as well. So we have the art that's been improved. We have the gameplay that continues to improve. We have quality. Hopefully the quality is improving. That's a big knock on the original set, is that the quality was not the greatest. There's some cards that had print lines, that had slashes, that had scratches. There was a significant issue with there was a lot of whitening on the corners. Not really whitening because there's not white underneath, but you know what I'm talking about. There was ink missing on the corners and on the tops. So hopefully we see an improvement with that. I see an improvement with that with the con packs already. So the convention packs don't have those kind of errors. So it looks like there was something that was already able to be fixed. So hopefully moving forward, we won't see those going down. If we do, hopefully they're limited and not as prominent as the first set of the base set of MetaZoo. So what else we have? The collectability. We have another set of the alt boxes, like the base set. Alt boxes are really a big chase. People really wanted to go for them. We had the alt cards that people liked a lot. We had the hidden rares that were really liked. So that portion of the game is returning as well. It's supposed to be a new type of variant as well. So at least it's not going to be the exact same variants of the first set, the base set. We like to see some more hidden things, some things that are not spoils, some things that might be. So I mean, we already have the box chases, which are the alts. We have the case chases, which would be the hidden rares, and then we have multiple case chases, which is an actual box that is a chase. So I think those are really positive things, and I hope they continue to use those moving forward, because I think that builds interest. There's nothing worse than when old zoo you're ripping through box after box and box and not getting any hits. Oh, the whole real random. It was not. There's no such thing as real random when you have human interaction. It's a mathematical thing. It's just not possible. So the pseudo randomness was just laziness, in my opinion, with OG Zoo, with Vintage Zoo. The new Zoo, I think the hits are way better because there's more balance. You know that when you go through the box, you're going to have multiple hollows in the box. You're going to have multiple hits in a box. So that portion of it, I hope continues, because that was such an improvement from old Zoo. So I guess the only other thing we want to see is just more collectability. We want to see prices go up. We want prices to hold out with the boxes. We want prices to go up with the hits. A lot of people have been asking about TCG Player, which seems like it's not going to be something that's going to happen just because TCG Player is just changing its business model. But yeah, people want to see money come into the game so that they can invest more into it and then get more out of it. That's not important to me whatsoever. Important to me is playing a game, having fun with it, having fun collecting it, and having fun with your friends, and being able to access it easily. You don't want to have to put out $1,000 to get a deck. Sorry, Fab. Sorry, Pokemon. Sorry, Lorcana. That's not fun for anyone to have to ditch out that much money to try to get a playable set, right? Being able to pay $25 to have a deck, really two decks. You have, to get two decks that are playable, that are fun to play with, that you can play with your friends and spend hours on hours playing. That's more important than having just one card that's super OP. That's ridiculous. So being able to have those alternate cards, the cards printed a few times in the set, and it's the same exact card, but there's different variants. That adds both to the collectability and the playability of the cards, and accessibility to the cards. Being able to get the cheaper version of the same card, so that you can play that card and not have to dish out more money for a more rare version of that card, like say the Mothman and Kuromi from the Kuromi set. There's 130 out there in the world. That's ridiculous. It's a really playable card. I got to hold it at the Collecticon jersey. I would never own that card because that card, it costs too much, and it's ridiculous because once you have that card and you play it in your Moth deck, it's like unbeatable. So, but who's gonna play with that card? It's too much money. Same thing with the Blue Inks and other cards like that were too hard to access. To be able to have in your possession. Too expensive, too hard to do it. And once you do get that in your deck and you lose, and you're kind of burnt out on the game, right? So I think a lot of those things are being prevented with New Zoo, and I can't wait to see what Torrential Ties brings. I think that in 10 days, we're going to see a big difference, a big change in the momentum of the game. I already have a lot of people who are interested, which is great. We had 7 people come out on a whim on Saturday. They all drove up from their various locations, and we had a great day. So I just want to see that doubled within the next year, and I want to see where we go with the Dark set. That's looks like the blisters are going to go to box stores, big box stores. So that seems like all things that we should be happy about if you're into the zoo. All right, so that's all I got for today. Be cool, do good, and be nice to each other. Peace.